Okay, when a little bit of Aleyce and Brad is not enough, here's what you do. You bring up Brad, and hopefully he'll bring up Aleyce. Please welcome Brad Butcher.
Yes, well, I'm going to get Aleyce to join you for the first song. Can't say I remember the sun rising every day, but I remember every step when the ground fell away. And I remember how I called on you to lend a helping hand, but how I held on to believing I still don't understand. You see, it started off so small, it was hard to recognize the importance of the moment when I opened up my eyes. And all this time to find out there's no one who can tell how to raise an ocean from the bottom of a well. Held on to the handle and prepared myself for war. I dug and I dug deeper, then I dug a little more. Come the gilded sunset, I was barely through the crust. I'd have dug until it killed me. It was everything or bust. You see, it started out so small, it was hard to recognize the importance of the moment when I opened up my eyes. And all this time to find out there's no one who can tell how to raise an ocean from the bottom of a well. Every day I wake up and draw water from the ground. Though I won't put a label on it, still I'm grateful that I'm found. Whatever keeps me going when my bones are getting tired. Another day, another pail, eternally inspired. You see, it started out so small, it was hard to recognize the importance of the moment when I opened up my eyes. And all this time I find out there's no one who can tell how to raise an ocean from the bottom of a well. And all this time I find out there's no one who can tell how to raise an ocean from the bottom of a well. Aleyce Simmonds, man. I had to start my set with this guitar. This is actually one of Mike's guitars. It's a 1976 Martin guitar, which is an absolute delight to hold in my hand. So I couldn't say no to that. want to welcome Matt James back up here too. You might recognise Matt. He's been travelling around with Aleyce Simmonds. A lot of people wouldn't realise that. He's a fantastic guitarist. That was a joke, by the way. Aleyce played right before, and Matt was standing there. Okay. I'll work on my jokes. There's a vapor in the city, it's holier than sin. You can feel it in the air, it's hanging in the wind. Like a weight upon your shoulder, a thorn in your side. Knows where you run and knows where you hide. Whoa, you've been wrapped up in your sorrow like a wounded bird, flying blind trying to find a simple word. Hands in your pockets, feeling single and blue. You just need to talk it through. Whoa, lay down your burden, let it all be. Talk to me, mister, you can talk to me. Feel free, you know you can talk to me. You can talk to me. When your faith grows weary, you're falling from grace. When you're losing your resistance to the demons you face, they'll say mind your own business, but there'll come a time when I'll be minding yours and you'll mind mine. So lay down your burden, let it all be. Talk to me, sister, you can talk to me. Feel free, you know you can talk to me. You can talk to me. How many people ever felt this way? How many never see the light of day? Well, we're all flesh and blood, hearts and bones, and nobody needs to face it alone. Nobody ever needs to face it alone. So lay down your burden, let it all be. Talk to me, mister, you can talk to me. Lay down your burden, let it all be. Talk to me, sister, you can talk to me. Feel free, you know you gotta feel free. Whoa, Lord, you can feel free. You know you gotta feel free. And you can talk to me. You can talk to me. Though you can talk to me. Yeah, you can talk to me. Thank you very much. I wrote that song with a guy by the name of Kevin Bennett, who's a member of The Flood, the lead singer of The Flood, and he's a hell of a nice guy. And I used to work in a coal mine, of all places, for about 10 years as a rigger dogman, and it was during those years that I saw a lot of mental health issues and things that went down that shouldn't have happened to blokes with, you know, young families and everything, but they threw it all away, which is all too often occurrence, sadly. But so You Can Talk to Me is all about getting guys out there to talk to me or to somebody before they make that fatal mistake. And on a happier note, is anyone familiar with a guy by the name of Ronnie Biggs? The train robber, yes. Yes! You don't know how many places I go to where it's just crickets. Just Who the hell's Ron Biggs? Well, it's funny how songs come to be. I was sitting in a room with a lady, by the name of Kim Ritchie, who's a fantastic songwriter, and if you haven't come across her, you should look that name up in her place in Nashville. And we were looking for something online. I just stumbled across train robbers and something, blah, 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 and here comes the story of this guy, Ron Biggs, who back in, if I sing the song, the dates will come back to me. It was a train on its way from Glasgow to London. And as we often do here in Australia, we like to glorify our criminals sometimes. Ned Kelly being point in case. But anyway, this is just a story of his life. It's called Glasgow Train. Slapped alive in 29, one of 5 before the war began. Carried off to Cornwall with the other children to play in the Piper's band. I spent 2 years in the Air Force up until they found me absent without leave. I was convicted of desertion and discharged from the Royal War Machine. When I took the Glasgow train to London, never gave it back. I spent my whole life running from the past. Well, I was in and out of Wandsworth on a string of petty theft and robbery. And on my wedding day I promised to go straight, a promise I could never keep. Well, I turned 34 the day we held up the southbound train as planned. I heard the whistle in the distance, felt the sweat between the pistol and my hand. When I took the Glasgow train to London, never gave it back. I spent my whole life running from the past. Ooh, past. So I took the Glasgow train to London, never gave it back. I spent my whole life running from the past. So I took the Glasgow train to London, never gave it back. That was nice, right? This is the first time he and I have played these songs together, so when he chimes in with a harmony like that, you're like, man, this guy's done his homework. That was great.
It's easy to sing when you sing something.
Well, it's an absolute pleasure to be here tonight, and I know Aleyce has thanked everyone already, but in a venue this bloody special, with sound that Mr. John Simpson over here has got in his hands, it's hard not to enjoy yourself. This one's a little country love song, this next song, and I once introduced this. You've got to be careful when you introduce songs in front of certain people, and a couple of friends of mine have got a very quick wit, and I once said this is a country love song. You know, it's a boy meets girl, girl tells boy to bugger off, boy chases her down and gets her back, you know, and one of my mates yelled out, "Hey Butch, that sounds like a stalker song, mate." I can guarantee you it's not. This is a country love song. It's called More to the Story. Well, I was minding my own business, reliving hits and misses, when she flashed a smile. The next thing that I knew, we were sitting in some coffee shop. Man, she sure could talk a lot, and all at once she changed my point of view. I didn't see it coming when we met, I didn't see it coming when she left, but in that moment I felt something new. I didn't see it coming when we met, I didn't see it coming when she left, but there's more to the story I'm telling you. Well, I met her on a Sunday and I called her on the Monday. By Tuesday it was clear we were falling hot. By Wednesday we both crossed the line. On politics we were left and right. By Thursday we both needed time apart. I didn't see it coming when we met, I didn't see it coming when she left. We were in the... that's right, hang on a second, there's always one song I told Mike this would happen. But I knew she'd be right back in my arms. I didn't see it coming when we met, I didn't see it coming when she left, but there's more to the story of two hearts. There's a lot of things you don't see when you're tangled in the bed sheets. Even 20/20 vision blurs to none. Things change every minute when you're running from commitment, but soon enough you give in to the fun. I didn't see it coming when we met, I didn't see it coming when she left. Yeah, we were caught up in this crazy thing called love. I didn't see it coming when we met, I didn't see it coming when she left, but there's more to the story still to come. Yeah, there's more to the story still to come. Yeah, there's more to the story still to come. The album that I released in August last year, it's titled From the Bottom of a Well, and I dedicated it to my grandfather, Norman George Butcher, who passed away while I was recording my second album. And the last words I said to him before we left is that when I get home, mate, we'll listen to this new batch of songs. And we knew he was crook, but sadly he didn't make it. So while he was heavily on my mind then for the next couple of years while writing all these songs, and this next song is one of them. There's 4 songs in particular. From the Bottom of the World was the very first song that I played. And this one's basically a conversation between him and my nan. Her name was Mari. And so this is Oh Marie. I couldn't sing Mari, it was a bit strange. So this one's called Oh Marie. My darker days are almost over, but still it's hard to know just where I stand. Yet from the crow's nest I see over yonder the catacombs of my old motherland. So in the eve I loaded up my suitcase, and through the mist and fog I cut a trail. winding through the ever-rising mountains, without even a thought that I might fail. Oh Marie, oh Marie, we'll lay together soon, you and me. And I tell myself again that this time you're gonna stay, and wake up in the morning and make my lonely way across the sea. Oh Marie, how could I'd ever known how much I'd miss you? Your laughter in the early evening hours. If only once more I could hold and kiss you, I'd make our bed among the mountain flowers. Oh Marie, oh Marie, we'll lay together soon, you and me. And I tell myself again that this time you're gonna stay, and wake up in the morning and make my lonely way across the sea. Oh Marie, so I resigned to spend my days a-roaming, looking for what I can't ever find. But there's a comfort in the knowing that you'll always be filling up my mind. Oh Marie, oh Marie, we'll lay together soon, you and me. And I tell myself again that this time you're gonna stay, and wake up in the morning and make my lonely way across the sea. Oh Marie, thank you. Seriously, I know I've said it 100 times, and I'll probably say it 100 times more, but travelling around with someone who's so genuinely nice, so genuinely talented, and who enjoys what I do, it's like, well, bloody hell, it's pretty special. So thanks, Aleyce. I might do one there. Yeah? Just one. I grew up listening to whatever my parents were listening to. I played rugby league for 20 years, which is not AFL, sorry. But and it was only in my, how old was I? Early 20s, probably 23. I started my first band with a couple of mates I grew up playing footy with. So my only musical upbringing was whatever mum and dad were listening to, and I was, in hindsight now, it's pretty lucky that it was the Eagles. There was a bit of Garth Brooks in there. Dad was a big Garth and Alan Jackson fan, and a fellow by the name of James Taylor. So I'm going to do my best here at a James song. I'm going to just start that again because that was clearly wrong. All right, we got this. Take to the highway, won't you lend me your name? Your way and my way seem to be one and the same. But but Mama don't understand it. She wants to know where I've been. She'd have to be some kind of natural born fool to walk on the road again. You know I can feel it. Walking on a country road, yeah. Sail on home to Jesus, won't you good girls and boys? I'm all in pieces, you can have my choice. But I can see a heavenly band full of angels coming just to set me free. No, I don't know nothing about the why or when, to tell you that it's bound to be, just because I can feel it. Walking on a country road, yeah. I reckon my feet know where they want me to go. Walking on a country road. On a country road, yeah. Take to the highway, won't you lend me your name? Your way and my way seem to be one and the same thing. Don't you know, Mama, don't you understand it? She wants to know where I've been. Have to be some kind of natural born fool, walk on down the road again. But you know I can feel it. Walking on a country road, yeah. Walking on a dirt road. Na 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 na, yeah. Walking on a country road. Isn't it funny how when you play something 100 times and then you get a room full of people and all of a sudden everything you practice goes pew, straight out the window? Oh, we're doing monsters. That's right. Well, prior to my years in mining, I did a cabinetry trade straight out of school and had this bright idea that I'd start a cabinet making business, work for myself and make all this money and be able to travel around playing gigs on the weekends. How grand life will be. And I soon found out a lot about small business and how hard it is, and also that, you know, you're starting at the bottom, so you're competing with people who've been in business 50 years and everything you're up against. So I now say that this is the only good thing that came from those years. I had to sell my house, sold my cars. I was lucky my wife stood by me, and we moved in with her parents for 2 years while I dug myself out of a financial hole. And but it did give me this song. So this one's called Monsters. There's a coffee cup on the dresser drawer by an empty bottle from the night before. It's saying #1 dad on the side of it, but that ain't me no more. Trying to find a new meaning between whiskey, gin and beer. It happens sometimes, happens quite a lot around here. The older I get, the more I hate shit that ain't real. Oh, at least that's how it feels. The older I get, the more I feel. Though I know this feeling will disappear. I've been chopped up on this panel sore. far too many times to recall. I'm laying down my body like I'm hypnotized by these bars and curtain calls. Now I know I'm not dreaming, because I see it crystal clear. Though my body and mind are strangers when I think about it. The older I get, the more I hate. Shit, that ain't real. Oh, at least that's how it feels. The older I get, the more I feel. Though I know this feeling disappeared. Didn't you hear that you're fine? Just leave it all behind. There's nothing to fear, there's nothing to keep. Just monsters in your mind, monsters in your mind. I got so high last night and I know it's wrong. Only get that way when I'm alone. I saw the best damn movie I'd ever seen, though the TV weren't switched on. I was just staring at the ceiling with these monsters in my mind, fighting creatures crawling out of my turpentine. The older I get, the more I hate. Shit, that ain't real. Oh, at least that's how it feels. The older I get, the more I feel. Though I know this feeling will disappear. Though I know it happens quite a lot around here.
Yeah.
Got time for a couple more, I think. There's not... I struggle to write, I think anyone does in country music, really. They all like to write songs from the heart, but when it comes to writing an up-tempo fun song, they're rare as hen's teeth. But again, I sat down in a room with a couple of mates over a bottle of Bundaberg Rum's Finest, and we wrote this song. It's called Crawl, Beg and Cry. Well, heaven knows I've played the fool, but caution doesn't satisfy the same as laying down the detail and hearing what the devil has to say. When running is your sole intention, I never thought that I'd be the one holding the gun. What's done is done. You were talking to a friend out loud. It sounded like you'd seen a little pain. And just like your daddy, girl, you were never good at taking any blame. When running is your sole intention, did you ever think that I'd be the one holding the gun? What's done is done. Oh, you can crawl, you can beg, you can cry, but you'll never change my mind. You can pray, you can preach, you can lie and tell me you're the one, but what's done is done. What's done is done. Yeah, what's done is done. Well, now it's you that's telling me not to let the past get in the way. And of the things you need to hear, girl, but the truth is I got nothing more to say. Because running is my sole intention. Did you ever think that I'd be the one holding the gun? What's done is done is done. Oh, you can crawl, you can beg, you can cry, but you'll never change my mind. You can pray, you can preach, you can lie and tell me you're the one, but what's done is done. What's done is done. Yeah, what's done is done. What's done is done. Yeah. I bailed. Well, thanks again. I got a quick mention to the, oh God, it's gone on me now. Ricatera wine out the back there, fantastic stuff. Award-winning wine, check it out. Barossa Street food van thing. Jesus Christ, Brad, you rehearsed it and everything. It's even written down right there. Barossa Street food, fantastic stuff. Thanks for the tacos, guys. We really enjoyed it, and I hope everyone else did as well. John Simpson over here, who's been doing sound. Thanks, mate. Hey? Jordan's been, this whole thing's being videoed too, so all my stuff-ups are going to be saved for forevermore. Forevermore. Thanks very much to Mike and Di here at the barn. What a fantastic place. This has been a pleasure. And thank you all for coming out tonight, out to the barn. Good on you. I'm going to leave you with a song now that I wrote for Old Pop. I'll dedicate this one to Norman George Butcher as well. It's called Well Dressed Man. There's that sweet memory again, burning rows of sugar cane under a sunset you just don't see anymore. Right across that auburn sky, in a long lost lullaby, my mind wanders on home. See, my granddad was born a king, at least that's how I remember him. His handkerchief folded twice in the top drawer, with tales of hard work and good tidings. Taught me timing is everything. He'd next to nothing when he went smiling out the door. I'm better off being happy than a well-dressed man, and forsake those angry thoughts and past tense blues. I'm better off being happy than a well-dressed man. Let tomorrow bring today a better view. Well, I'll never cease to be amazed how time flies and people change. Oh, the past is but a gift for all to see. And like many, I went for a ride, bulletproof and stubborn pride. And now I hold more truth than poetry. better off being happy than a well-dressed man. Forsake those angry thoughts and past tense blues. I'm better off being happy than a well-dressed man. Let tomorrow bring today a better view. Let tomorrow bring today a better view. A better view. See it in my mother's eyes, I feel it when my father cries. All the love and the cruelty of life. I'm better off being happy than a well-dressed man. Forsake those angry thoughts, past tense blues. I'm better off being happy than a well-dressed man. Let tomorrow bring today a better view. Let tomorrow bring today a better view. There's that sweet memory again, burning rows of sugar cane. As my mind wanders on home.
Yeah.
Matt James over here on guitar and Aleyce Simmonds. Thanks very much, everyone.
Brad Butcher, everybody.
Michael. One more game. Good luck. He has no idea what's going to happen here.
Well, I didn't know the last 20-something either.
Oh, this is good. All right.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think we can do it?
Absolutely,
All right.
yeah. When you asked how I've been here without you, I'd like to say I've been fine, and I do. But we both know that the truth is hard to come by. And if I told you the truth, well, that ain't quite true. 'Cause some days are diamonds, and some days are stone. Sometimes a hard time won't leave me alone. Some days a cold wind blows a chill through my bones. Yeah, some days are diamonds, some days a stone.
Now the face that I see in the mirror is more and more stranger to me. Yeah. More and more I can see there's a danger in becoming what I never thought I'd be. Yeah.
Sometimes a hard time won't leave me alone. Some days a cold wind blows a chill through my bones. And some days are diamonds, and some days are stone. Some days are diamonds, some days are stone. Sometimes a hard time won't leave me alone. And some days a cold wind blows a chill through my bones. And some days are diamonds, some days a stone. Some days are diamonds, some days a
Thank you so much.
Thank you.